What if I told you that you can make sure of the answers in IELTS reading? Now, I'm not talking about 100% sure, because nothing in life is 100%. Not your partner, not your family members, not your best friends. You can only count on yourself. That's wisdom, okay? Anyway, but let's talk about 50% of all the answers that you have in IELTS reading, because 50% is still better than zero, right? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make sure of the answers in IELTS reading by predicting the answers to the questions. So hey, welcome back to Everything IELTS, a series where I help you achieve your target IELTS band score. And this is Huyền, your favorite IELTS trainer. Before we start, I would like to remind you that you get free practice tests on practice9.co alongside with a lot of free tips and free web apps trained by me. Check it out, practice9.co. Now let's first talk about the reasons why you should be predicting answers in IELTS reading. The number one reason is, of course, to make sure of the answers. If you have predicted the answers to a particular question, you can narrow down a lot of options to answer it. For example, if your predictions are names of people, anything that is relevant to names of people wouldn't be an option, right? So you would know if you have made a mistake with this question because you haven't put a name of a person here. Think about the questions like the compass to help you navigate through the pool of information in IELTS reading texts. Without the questions, you wouldn't be able to know what you are reading for and what you are looking for. Hence, you cannot answer the questions correctly. But with the questions and with the predictions, you have in mind what you are looking for, and you have in mind some sort of likely correct answers. When you have your answer, you can compare your answers to the predictions to make sure of your answer. Anything that is irrelevant to your predictions is unlikely to be correct. The second reason is to save you time. Now, when you focus on your predictions, on looking for the area where the information relevant to the predictions would be, you can ignore and you can skip the part that is irrelevant because you know what you're looking for. You spend time and energy on looking for the correct answers, not on irrelevant information. So you save time. You manage your time properly. So now, let's talk about how you can predict answers to IELTS reading questions. I'm going to give you the theories, and I will be doing some practice with you using my AI IELTS Reading Trainer. So let's talk about the theory now. There are some steps you need to follow to predict an answer to a question. Step number one is, of course, reading the question. You need to know what you are dealing with. You need to understand what kind of question you are dealing with. Predicting answers is particularly important and useful when you are dealing with fill in the gaps, single choice questions, and multiple choice questions. The second step is highlighting keywords. This is not for you to find the exact keywords in the text because, again, synonyms, right? But for you to understand what the question is about. If you don't understand what the question is about, you cannot predict answer, you cannot answer it. After you have highlighted the keywords in the questions, it is possible for you to start having some predictions here. Let's look at this example. This example is taken from Cambridge IELTS book number 20. Let's read question number 1. And now let's highlight the keywords in question number 1. Now let's predict the answers over here. My prediction would be a body part of this animal. It can be the feet, it can be the head, it can be the fur. Now let's find the answer. Give your answer in the comment section, and I'll tell you if it's correct or not. Predicting answers is also part of my strategies when I teach my clients to prepare for the IELTS reading exam, and I have fed the strategies to my IELTS reading trainer. This is an AI tool and it is free to use on my website. So let's try it out now, shall we? For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use IELTS Academic, and the type of question is fill in the gaps. The AI IELTS Reading Trainer is also trained with my 3L technique: look, locate, and log. When you use this app, you will be introduced to the 3L technique. It will teach you what exactly you need to do in step by step, including predicting the answers. In step number 1, we look at the first 2 questions, and this app is giving me 2 different questions. In this case, I am allowed to write maximum 3 words. I will read the questions and I will start highlighting the keywords that are in the questions. The good thing about this is that I can interact with this trainer and I can ask the meaning of words that I don't know, because this is, at the end of the day, practice. And in this first step, the thing that I need to also do is to predict the answers to these questions by answering the questions that this trainer is asking me. The next thing I need to do is to do exactly what the trainer tells me to do, the instructions that it gives me, until I get the correct answers. The good thing about this trainer is that it will encourage me until I get the correct answer. So for these 2 questions, I already have my predictions. My job now is to read the text to find the location where the information relevant to my predictions would appear. In this case, this is step number 2. Now this trainer is giving me 3 different paragraphs and I need to read these paragraphs to find the answers to the 2 questions it already gave me and with the predictions that I already have in my mind. With my predictions in mind, it was very quick for me to find the answers to these questions. But I'm not going to tell you because you are going to read and tell me in the comment section what the answers are. This app is free to use on my website, practicenight.co, where you also get, again, free practice tests and a lot of free tips and other apps as well. You can always join my Everything IELTS preparation plans for unlimited support and benefits. For now, you can get free practice tests and the apps on practicenight.co. I'll see you there. For now, you have fun learning. Bye.